guys, this is Stephanie. How's it going? Today is Thursday, July 29th, 2010, and I am on day 5 of phase 3, and I know that a lot of you guys are really not going to see too many phase 3 people video logging because a lot of times there's not much to report, but I wanted to kind of go over some things for phase 3 for you guys who are struggling. It kind of breaks my heart to see you guys struggling on P3 and everything, so maybe I can give you some good tips. Now, this is my first P3. I'm not an expert, but I am a researcher. And when I started the HCG diet, what I really focused on was just reading as much as I could about this diet and the different phases and what worked for people. So what I'm going to tell you guys is based on things that I have read and my results within the first 5 days of actually following some of those guidelines. So not everybody's going to agree with me, and I can tell you right now, if you are in phase 3 and you're eating low-fat foods and it's working for you, that's great. This video is probably not for you. But for those of you who are really struggling and trying to find out why you keep gaining weight on phase 3, let me go into some details about some things that I've learned through my research. So, first of all, let me tell you, day 5, I woke up to the lowest weight on this diet at 172.2 this morning. My last dosage weight was exactly a week ago at 175. So I am 2.8 pounds under LDW. So, what is working for me? And I just want to make a disclaimer again, you know, if low fat's working for you, that's fine. I'm going to talk about high protein, high fat, because this is what I'm doing. So, where I've learned this from are from 2 websites that I read through a lot of messages. The first one was the Yahoo groups, the HCG Dieters Yahoo group. That's one of the websites that I read a lot about phase 3. And the other website was happilythinnerafter.com. An HCG dieter put it together a long time ago. So, what did they come up with? They found that the good ratio for a P3 person was the following: 25% protein, 60% fat, and 15% carbs from your calories. And they also recommended that you find a website online and get your recommended daily calorie intake. I'm kind of going by the Mayo Clinic's version, and I will put it in the box below so you can kind of see. And it will give you a breakdown. It will have you enter your height and your weight and your activity level, and it will give you different numbers for different activity levels. So with that being said, let me tell you what's working. When I started on phase 3, what I decided to do was first take Simeon's list, his 500 calorie list, and build upon that. Now, of course, I took out the bread because in phase 3 it says no sugars, no starches. I also took out all of the fruits except for berries. And the reason why is because apples tend to have a lot of sugar in them, oranges tend to have a lot of sugar in them. That's kind of a higher carb fruit. And I haven't tried grapefruit yet, so I can't really comment on the grapefruit. Grapefruit tends to be kind of low carb too. So that's the first thing I did. And then I thought, okay, I'm really going to take this slow like people recommend, and I'm only going to add 1 food per day. Now, my choices of foods that I've been adding lately are high-fat foods. So let me kind of tell you what you need to do, and I will go over what I've been eating, okay? On day 1, I added bacon, and I had a lot of bacon because I was just craving bacon, and I ate eggs because I was kind of sick of the meat. I ate like 10 slices of bacon that day, 4 for breakfast, 4 for lunch, and 2 for dinner. And I had about 100 grams of chicken with that at dinner in an omelet, if you saw my previous video. My total calorie intake was 928 calories. And that broke down to 102 grams of protein, 51 grams of fat, and only 4 carbs. The ratio was 44% protein, 49% fat, and 2% carbs. My fat was higher than my protein when you break down the calories. If you remember, fat is more calories than protein per gram. Protein per gram is 4 calories per gram of protein, and fat is 9 calories per gram of protein. So just remember that if you try to figure out your percentage of calories of fat or protein. Okay, so day 2 I woke up. Oh, day 1 I was 173 pounds. I was 2 pounds under LDW. Day 2 I woke up and I had gained 0.2, not a big deal. So I was still 1.8 pounds under LDW. On that day, I added hard cheese and some cheese slices. I ate 2 eggs, 4 bacon for breakfast, and then at lunch, and I had 1 ounce of hard cheese on that. I shredded hard cheese on it. And then for lunch, I met my sister-in-law and we went to Burger King, and I ate just a simple double cheeseburger, and I threw out the bun. So on that double cheeseburger, I had 2 small patties with 2 slices of cheese. And then for dinner, I ate 200 grams of chicken breast, which is about 7 ounces, and 100 grams of asparagus. And then I played a lot of tennis that night, and I bought some blueberries, and I ate like a cup of blueberries that night. So my total calories for day 2 was a little over 1,000 calories. I didn't get as much fat that day. I was kind of in and out all day. But, so for the first 2 days, I had 1,000 calories. I just basically doubled the 500 calories. So then I went up from there.